I agree. I mean, I don't understand. I know it went to a tie back in '07.
Oh yeah, that was even better.
And they had to do something drastic, but that was way too drastic.
Well, the thing about it is, he knew that he had screwed up so bad with the tie thing that he had to try to reinvent the wheel, as they say. Well, you know what? The wheel's round. We already know it. We already know it. Winner, loser, game means nothing. It's an exhibition. All right, are you going to tell me after pitchers and catchers report when oh my God, I almost called them the Expos just now. When the Nationals are playing the Orioles in an exhibition game, that the winner of that game decides who gets home field advantage for the World Series? I mean, come on, seriously?
No way. Should never happen.
Why in sports does every commissioner have to try to invent something to make the game better? You know what makes the game better? A good product.
Exactly.
A good product.
Exactly.
If the NHL was a good product, they wouldn't have had a work stoppage. I love hockey, but if the NHL was a good product, they wouldn't have a work stoppage. When Major League Baseball becomes a bad product, they have a work stoppage. You know, when the NFL is not making, then they make the changes. Okay, that's what happened with steroids. The Major League Baseball became a boring product in the mid-90s. So what happened? There was a work stoppage. What happened? There was rampant steroid use. And guess what? Oh, all of a sudden, Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire are hitting the ball 3,000 miles because the commissioner is letting them take everything they can and inject it in their butt.
Make it exciting, yeah.
Because it put people in the stands. You know what? The New York Giants, I'm sorry, I say it, the New Jersey Giants, because they play in New Jersey, have owners who have never cared about the product they put on the field. Because the New Jersey Giants fans have a 20-year waiting list for season tickets. You can't get a ticket to their game. So for years and years and years, they didn't care what kind of team they put on the field. They were still making the same amount of money.
Yeah.
When you put the product out that people want to see, you have no problem.
Exactly.
Enough of that. Enough of that.
We go on.
Man, I'm on a roll. Man, I'm on a roll. Mr. Cook. Season's not started yet, but I'm sure practice has.
Practice has started. We're about less than 2 weeks from yesterday. Will be first tryouts, first day of practice, and then 2 weeks after that, first game we host Huff High School, which was a state runner-up last year. So super excited.
Now is
get
that
some artwork in?
Starting out with Huff to start the season? Did you have anything to do with the scheduling or?
No, that was already in place. We've kind of opened with them. I think the last 3 years, ever since they opened. So with them, and my buddy's the head coach over there. So we've kind of bantered back and forth already. He keeps telling me to take it easy on him. I said, "Man, you're the state runner-up. No, don't start talking trash now."
Well, the biggest reason I asked that is because I always love playing up. I love playing up. I don't want to play down. When you play down, you play bad. When you play down, you think you're as bad as them. And I come from an area where our high school, we always played up to start the season, and then as we went into the regular season, the league part of the season, and everything else, I mean, that's who you have to play because that's your league. But I always hate schools, especially at the high school level. I hate schools that play soft early and then don't know how at the end of the season to finish the season.
Exactly, and credit to our conference. Our conference is probably one of the toughest in the state with Ardrey-Kell, Providence, South Meck, Butler, East Meck, Myers Park. Right now, that's a strong conference, so you better play some tough non-conference games up there at the beginning and not play the cupcake schedule, or else you're not going to be ready for game one, which is week 2 in high school. I mean, it's not a month down the road and here comes the conference. It's coming in 3-4 games. So I'm excited. We got a pretty good 4 games scheduled at the beginning of the season where it's going to show what we're made of early, and then whether we grow from that, get better from that, we'll see.
Now the thing about it, down here, like you said, I can always compare to where I'm from. When you get into the regional, sectional play, whatever they call it, is your seeding totally based on record, strength of schedule? How does that all work out?
Usually going in the playoffs, you have a seeding based on your conference record. So say we're the 4th best team in our conference, that maps out the bracket. So okay. It's not about strength of schedule, it's really all how you finish in your conference. Okay. So whether I'm 20-2, I mean, if I'm number 1 in my conference, I'll get that slot, and that's already predetermined. So slot 1, number 1 seed from our conference, will already be mapped out to play number 4 conference from the Winston-Salem area. So it's not really based on records, just based on records within our conference.
Really. Right. Okay. Because what they do up north when they play a 15-game schedule, because you don't get outside until almost the end of the school year.
Right.
But what they do is they'll take obviously your league record, but it's based on A, B, and C rated schools, and that's how they basically seed you once you get into sectional play. So that's why I asked you about that. Now you have a couple pretty decent recruits on your team.
Yeah, I'd say our leader really this year will be our senior shortstop, Nick Salisbury, who's committed to Liberty, which is an awesome college program. And then from there on out, I mean, there's a lot of new faces. We graduated probably 10 guys last year, predominantly probably 7 starters. So I'm excited to see the 11th graders that were JV guys, or the 12th graders that were role players last year, who have really stepped up, and they know they think it's their time, and I couldn't be happier with what I've seen so far in practice. They're working hard because they know. I mean, besides Salisbury, it's going to be a test because besides him, not a lot of people have gotten 50 plus at bats besides him. So it's going to be, which that's high school baseball. I mean, you graduate, you get your JV guys that step up from last year. So it'll be exciting tests.
So I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping on the conversation because I love baseball. I love high school baseball. I love college baseball. It's 2 of my favorites. Hence the Gamecock Shelley. And my cousin actually is Mike Martin, the head coach of Florida State. So I've always loved it. But so it sounds like you kind of have a young team. But when we're talking about these kids and these guys, I mean, are they totally committed to baseball? I mean, are they in the batting cage when they're not practicing? Are they constantly? Is this a big deal to them? Or are probably 50% of them hoping to go to college and play basketball? Or maybe, what kind of team do you have as far as commitment goes?
I hope so. I hope they're in the batting cage right now. But that's something I'm trying to instill. Whether it was there last year, I can see the guys that they think they're college players. They want that. That's their ultimate goal, and I want that to be their ultimate goal. I don't want them. I mean, not everybody's going to go play at college, but for what I'm trying to instill now, and whether I'm going to trying to instill that with the young guys, the 9th graders, 10th graders, to look guys, I've played college baseball. You want to play college baseball. It's an awesome experience. You have a great time. You meet unbelievable friends that you'll cherish for the rest of your life. So you're going to want to enjoy that part of baseball. It's not all. So have that be your ultimate goal. I mean, work every day. I mean, our goal is a state championship and conference championship, but obviously long-term goal. I want to have that post-it note on the wall. Okay, I want to get a D1 scholarship.
Well, it's so cool because baseball. A lot of people Well, I guess you could kind of guess, but just to reiterate, college baseball as a sport, even for a big D1 school, it's not the biggest scholarship sport. And so these kids usually have the best grades too. I mean, they're just really, they tend to be just really, really good kids, and they are such a big family. At least I've followed the Gamecock baseball team for quite a while now, and I just know that they all are so close, and it just seems like that's kind of across the board. You know, these guys aren't skating through life. They have to work hard both in the classroom and on the field, and so you can kind of see that at the junior high and high school level, like who's going to make it and who won't.
Yeah, and I've been pretty lucky so far this year that these kids are pretty good academically, and I haven't really had to worry, extra headaches on, all right, is this kid turning in his work? Is this kid studying for this AP class? So that's always a great benefit of not having to worry about the academics. And we've even, I don't know if they did this last year, but we've kind of instituted where they're not allowed to have less than an 80 in a class, or else there'll be some form of academic probation where that doesn't, I don't know if that means playing time, got to go to tutoring twice a week. I mean,
and see that?
I want them to be dedicated and disciplined in the classroom as well.
But honestly, some people might, kind of get their feathers ruffled a little bit by that rule, but they will thank you later for that, because and I know, when you go to college, people don't usher you to class.
No.
You don't have to go if you don't want to.
Yeah.
So having that commitment already and have been practicing those skills as far as studying and making sure you have good grades early is a big plus. I think didn't I get to meet some of the Independence players, baseball players? I think a couple of them were here, the American Legion players, and none of them
were from Independence. Most of them were from, I believe, Butler.
Were they? I'm sorry. That's your rival. I'm sorry. But they were horrible. In fact, I think I tripped most of them on the way out.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, they were horrible. None of them had girlfriends. They were all going bowling later. Yeah. So I'm sure the Independence team's way cuter and more talented.
Oh my God!
But so maybe we could get them in here sometime and get to talk to them, because I wanted to follow, I want to follow your player that's going to Liberty. I want to follow him as he goes on to college.
He said he would come in maybe this weekend.
Hold on. I leave to go talk to prospective advertisers, and I come back to hear Gamecock Shelley going from that great banter that we had to start the show to, oh, he's so cute. Oh, that one's cute. And they're going bowling.
Oh, well, that's
Are you kidding me?
Well, because I had to backpedal. I made the mistake of thinking I'd met his players and they were Butler players. So what was I supposed to do?
Oh yeah, all right.
You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Actually, you're good. I get it. There you go.
So see, I was trying to cover
all I
myself.
caught was the cute part. No, we're good. Actually, Coach, you got probably a couple minutes left that you can hang with us.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll throw it to Dan. Dan will pay us a little bills. Hook shot. Charlie's in the house. Hook shot. And Dan will get us a few advertisements, and then we'll finish up with Coach Cook. We got Coach Stu Brown coming up. We're going to talk a little Legion baseball, and we got a new friend that we're going to put on the show and talk a little bit about his business as well. You are listening to the Slow Coach Sports at the Tilted Kilt every Thursday night from 5:30 to 8 o'clock, soon to be 5 to 8, and you can catch us on YouTube. Hit it, Dan.
Think about a segue into this Grand Slam USA. Grand Slam USA here at Independence Point Parkway in Matthews. That's where you need to go to get all your batting cage work in. I'm sure some of the guys on the team head there, get their strokes in. You can give them a call. Pete Snell's the president. You can call him at 704-847-5333. Your landscape is a statement, and Vista Outdoor Living knows it. Adding outdoor living area has become one of the hottest home improvement options today. Your backyard is waiting to become your ultimate sanctuary, an oasis to connect with family and friends. Vista Outdoor Living takes a unique approach to your landscape design and installation. They design a landscape based on your lifestyle. They also incorporate innovative and unique components into your design. They want you to make a statement. It should reflect your style and not mimic everyone else's yard. Call Vista Outdoor Living today at 704-903-6660 or visit their website at www.vistaoutdoors.com. That's all one word, vistaoutdoors.com. Great Clips. Give them a call, 1-800-GREAT-CLIPS, and find one of the over 30 salons in the Charlotte area. They're partnered with Junior Motorsports for the 2013 NASCAR Nationwide